guys, what's up? So I'm back again with another video, and we finally have a schedule. So you'll see my face on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you'll see America's face on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So be sure to check us out on those days. Okay, so today I have for you 5 book suggestions, and I got this idea from watching Jesse's video from Jess the Reader, so I'll link his video down in the description down below. Okay, so let's just get into this. So the first bookish suggestion I have for you guys is The Cellar by Natasha, Preston, and this was a Wattpad story, but now it's in a book form. And this book is really good. It deals with kidnapping and mystery basically, and it's a really interesting read. And I didn't think I would like it at first because some Wattpad stories can be a bit like immature in their writing, like not sophisticated. I don't know if you know what I mean, but this was really good. It's not too long. It's only, sorry, there's a lot of other book suggestions in the back. It is only 347 pages, which isn't that bad. So I highly suggest this little book. Once again, it's The Cellar by Natasha Preston, or if you want to read it on Wattpad, I'm sure you can, and her username is, again, just Natasha Preston, all caps, no spaces. Okay, so the next book I have for you guys is Because I Am Furniture by Thalia, Chaltas. Oh, and again, all the books I talk about in this video will be in the description down below in case you guys want to check it out. Okay, so this book was very interesting. It has different family dynamics. It deals with abuse, so like trigger warning. It does deal with abuse and stuff like that, but it's really good. I found it really like sort of empowering to read. Okay, so let's step away from all the dark stuff. I know. So the next book I have for you guys is Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. This book, I would classify it more as like a contemporary read. It's very nice, deals with 2 people who both have the name Will Grayson, and it just goes through how they, like, even though they have the same name, they run in like completely different circles and are going through completely different things in their lives, and it's really interesting. And I'm sure like a lot of you have already read John Green before, so you know his writing is good, and this book is really good, so you should go check it out. Okay, so this is like one of my favorite books, so I'm a little biased in me recommending this, but it's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini. Again, I don't know if I said his last name right, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay, so first off, this cover is wonderful. I love it. And then, like, let me see, hold on. Like, you get to part 1 with that little piece, and it right there on the cover, and that's how it is with like all the parts in it. So like I'm pretty sure that's how it is in this. I should warn you, it does deal with like depression and stuff of that nature, but it's really good. Yeah, it's just really good. And I've read this book about twice, I think. I recently reread it. A very good book. Highly recommend it. And you guys will probably see this again if I ever do a video regarding books that deal with like mental health. which I'm thinking about. If you guys think that's a good idea, you should leave it down in the comments below telling me so. Okay, so this next book was the ARC I received, and it's not coming out until July 11th. But on July 11th, like, you have to go out to the bookstore and buy it because this book was so good. Like, I'm not even, like, it was so good. I loved it. It's All the Ways the World Can End by Abby Sher. This book was amazing. And it has to do with this girl whose name is Eleanor, but her nickname is Lenny. And she I believe she suffers from like OCD, which is obsessive compulsive disorder. And so she obsesses over all the ways that the world could possibly end, and she keeps track of it, and it's just getting to her because her dad's in the hospital because he has medical issues, and her sister, who is supposed to be like helping her, but she's away at college, and her mother is a bit nutty in her own way with how she deals with it. So Lenny feels like it's all on her to fix everything, and it doesn't have that much of like a love interest in it, but it is very good despite that. And another reason I like it is because it's only like 22 chapters, and before each chapter it shows you one of the ways that the world can end, like how she says it. Like, let's see. There you go. I already looked at that one. So, like, here we have alien invasion, and she just talks about that. Like, compelling arguments for alien invasions. One, there's now a panel at the United Nations investigating extraterrestrial intentions, and then it's just going to skip down to 3 because it's funny. It's Emma's best friend lost her virginity while watching E.T. Yeah, it's filled with stuff like this. Like, the cover is even wonderful. So again, remember, July 11th, you have to go out to the bookstore and buy this. It's so, so good. It's one of my new favorites. Okay, so